Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live on Wednesday morning, February 16. And I'm a couple minutes late. I'm so sorry. So while you're coming on, I'm going to refresh here, make sure that I can see comments. Good morning, Terry. Thanks for joining me. So hello. So happy to see you, Nancy. So what's it like on that side of the pond? We're getting a really warm day today and rain, and tomorrow's gonna be not good at all, I heard. Good morning, Marcia and Carrie. Oh wow, you're fast, Marcia. You were just waiting for me. So sorry for lateness. Good morning, Marlene. So any team, I know Terry's the only one I can think of right now, but any team members, probably team stamping is off tomorrow because it just sounds like it's supposed to be craziness tomorrow. But good morning, Jamie. So happy to see you. So I was getting ready for this morning, and Todd saw the designer paper that I'm working with, and he's like, oh, that's weird, but cool. Certainly, yeah, right. Yeah, I even Tyler, he's not a snowbird for sure, obviously, since he's my son. But he was on vacation last week. He went down to Nashville, and he got there the day before we had all crazy yucky snow. And he texted us with a video of him walking his friend's dog in sunshine. It was windy, but it was sunny. That sounded lovely. Anyway, so the designer paper I'm using today, Todd liked, and so I always like when he likes something of mine because he doesn't say things often. So anyway, okay, well, I'm gonna dive right in with my randomizer, and wait, before I do, I just thought of, so I don't forget to say it later, because sometimes I get to the end and I'm like, okay, do I have to say anything? So I found out yesterday that our remodel project is starting on Tuesday. I keep wanting to say the 29th. Todd keeps going. That would be March 1. I go by numbers, and I completely forget what month we're in, and you know, anyway, so in 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks I also won't be doing a live. I'm just not really sure what to expect, and I'm just gonna say I'm taking that day off. So we'll see how things go going forward. That also may put our team meeting in jeopardy. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about that or whatever. I don't really know what to expect, and I don't want to have, I mean, by Thursday the tear out will be good, but I don't know what the electrician will be doing, because we're having, did I tell you we're having all this electrical work done besides the remodel? Because like our house is not up to code. Like I don't know if you guys have noticed this before, but the bathroom that everybody uses right by the side door, there's no like outlet in there. No, you can't plug a hairdryer in, anything. I sort of didn't really realize that until, I mean, we don't use it to get ready. Oh, well, that's very thoughtful, Sherry. I appreciate that. I'm not sure. We'll see. But I don't think I really realized that we didn't have a plug in there before. Maybe I did years ago, like and then just put it out of my mind. I don't know, but when Liz was in, I want to say Michigan Tech. That's not right. West Michigan Tech is correct. So like a teen Christian organization, they would have a weekend, like once a quarter, where they would have their whole weekend, I'll say seminar sort of thing, retreat kind of thing. And the people that were working it, which is everybody after the first time you go, they would need to get up and get their showers and whatever before everything started. And there's no shower at the church, but they would do it like because they were there for a few days. So Liz would come home with several friends really early in the morning to take a shower quick before they had to get things going. And like people would try to get in and out of the shower really fast, and then they would try to go downstairs and do their hair or whatever. It didn't work. There's no electricity for curling iron or whatever. Okay. So anyway, I will not be going live. It would be March 2 is the Wednesday. So just a heads up on that. Okay, going to my randomizer. Those of you who might be new to me, my randomizer is a website that I go to. I enter everybody's names who have shared my video and then came back and told me that they shared it. Because I can't tell if or when you do or whatever. So you have to tell me that you shared it. So I enter everybody's names, and then I give away what I made last week, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, I have 4 to give away. I forgot because I made 4 really quick cards. So yeah, yay. So so anyway, I'm doing my randomizer really quick. So if you want to be entered into the drawing next week for what I make today, make sure that you share my video and then come back and tell me that you shared. So I'm going to start my randomizer. Just a sec. I'm not quite at the right spot. Remove name from list after draw. Okay, so I'm starting number 1. Marlene Vanderzouwen, you're my first winner. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, pick another name. I just have to click the right spot or I have a problem. Okay, number 1. So I have 4. 1. Dot. Alighire. Yay. It makes me sad that she's not here when we're on anymore. She hasn't been for months, but yay. All right, pick another name and start. I am behind by a couple weeks. Jamie Rose, congratulations. I am behind by a couple weeks, so I still have some cards to send out. So I will get caught up eventually. Okay, last one. Marilyn Otte, congratulations. Okay, so that was my 4 people. So there we go. So like I said, if you want to be entered for next week, for what I make today, then just make sure that you share and come back and tell me. Okay, so what I'm using today, I went everywhere. Like, I wanted to focus on something and I couldn't decide what, but wait, where is the designer paper? I'm trying to find the package. There it is. Thank you for sharing. Package of designer paper. So I'm sharing the Simply Marbelous designer paper. I have stuff on this one. I don't think it's supposed to be there, but I don't know what it is. So it's a celebration item. You can get free with a $50 order. And I'm just going to get these sheets out because it will make, I don't know why I didn't do this last night. It will make my job easier. All right, so there are 6 different sheets, and then there's a design on each side. So I love this side that I'm showing you first. So, ooh, can see why it's called Simply Marbelous. I love it. So, basic gray, Bermuda Bay, gorgeous grape, bumblebee, excuse me, flirty flamingo, and the blue is a combination of Pacific Point and balmy blue. And then here is the other side. It's just a little bit more subtle. I know, I love this paper too, and Todd loved it too. Like I said, he doesn't say much about stuff that I'm working with sometimes, but he even this morning, so I tell him good morning when I get up, he said, have fun with your cool paper on your live. So I'm using Simply Marbelous. You can earn it free with a $50 order, only through the end of the month, which is the 28th, by the way, not the 29th, or the 30th or 31st. That's a joke from earlier. I keep getting mixed up. Okay, so besides that, I'm also using the stamp set. It's actually a bundle, but I didn't end up using the punch again. Cactus Cuties, and it does have a punch that goes with it. I probably would have used the punch, but I really wanted to use this guy at first. I know, everybody loves this. Me too. I think I placed an order last night and just ordered more. So I have some on hand. I won't use them after February, but I keep them for prizes. Okay, so I have all my stamps here. I'm all good. Okay, so we're ready to start stamping. So I'm going to put you down, have to do my magic wand, and on backwards you, upside down you, flip you, and then I have to like put you down a little bit more too. That's helpful. Okay, so I don't need this at first. This is my silicone mat that helps my adhesive not stick everywhere. So these colors were sort of speaking to me. So I'm using the basic gray and the bumblebee pieces, and so first I'm going to do my stamping, and then I'll put everything together. So these totally, completely, as far as I know, are not at all cactus colors, but I was just feeling the colors and wanting to go. Sometimes I make things so difficult, and I just don't just have fun and don't just go with whatever colors I feel like. Like I'm worried about, well, is this bird a true color of what this bird would be? Or, well, I'm not doing that today. So I have a bumblebee colored cactus, and basic gray is my my pot for it. I just like the difference of colors. Okay, I'm done with that. I've been realizing lately I really don't do tons of stamping. I stamp a few things, and then it's all about putting it together. Okay, and then there's a saying that goes with this. It says, just a note. And I made sure that it would fit on this cardstock, because I first had it too skinny and it wouldn't work. So here's I just think this is so cute. I just love this set. Okay, so now I need my silicone mat to protect from my adhesive. Hey, I learned something recently. So you know how sometimes with your seal you have to get it started at first? It helps you get it started if you start off on your mat and then come onto your paper, and it starts it for you, because this mat is sort of like holding the thing in place or something. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, if it's not working right, start it off and then end it off. Oops. So this is just basic black. All right, set that aside. All right, I'm gonna put this inside first. I'm still going with naked insides, but since it's a black card, I am making there a place that you can at least write in it. So I'm just putting this down. Okay. Hi Lenny, thanks for sharing already. Okay, and now I'm putting my designer paper down. So I'm going to put my biggest one down first because I want the smaller one to overlap it. So I'm going to put this down. I just love this color. It's just speaks to me. All right, and then this bumblebee one. So all these come in the same pack, and like I said earlier, you can get it free with the $50 order through the end of the month. During celebration, we have a special brochure that you can order. You can choose items from. Oh, did I have my... I don't have my dimensionals nearby. Oh, here's some, at least for now. Okay. So I'm using dimensionals on the back here. So we have a special brochure that is of items that are available free right now. It's actually been... I'm going to open a new package because I don't know where the rest went. It's actually been going on since the beginning of January. And we're ending... Oh, yikes. We're ending on the 28th. Okay, peel all the backings off. I first thought that I was going to do horizontal lines, I guess I'll call it. And then I just changed my mind. I'm going to go down just a little bit. Okay, so obviously I want some embellishments. And I went with matte. Keep talking when I'm opening packaging. It's not a good idea. I went with matte black dots. So these are all black. There's two different sizes. And I want the smallest ones. And what I'm going to do is put this right up next to my project, and I'm going to slide it where I want it. So I'm going to do this sort of like I would do ribbon or another piece of cardstock or something like that. And I'm kind of putting it on the line where the two different colors meet. And I'm going to do the same at the bottom, but just with two on the bottom. That's part of why I moved it down a little bit, so that there's definitely a difference in the size of it, so that I still can use an odd number of embellishments. That helps. It's pleasing to the eye. And that's it. That's all I do. That's all I'm doing. Okay. So I also did one already that was the opposite color. Same, but opposite. So I don't try to think of what I have to do with this leftover designer paper that I have. Okay. Now the next one that I have, I'm using the Bermuda Bay design, and I totally love this side more than this side. Just a sec, I need a drink. I'm getting a dry throat. All right. Oh, and I forgot, I need to clean my stamp. Thank you, ladies. Because I had this vision. I don't know if other people have been doing this or not, but I had this vision of succulents. I honestly can't remember if I've seen it somewhere else. I spilled on here. Or spit on here, one or the other. I don't know what. Hey, these things can be cleaned, by the way. I just did this finally last night. I say that adhesive won't stick to this, but like the liquid glue, if it just stays there, it'll stick to it. And so it's really easy to clean off. You just put it in warm water and just sort of scrub away with your fingers a little bit, and it's all good. I didn't clean this one. It's very dusty. Okay, so I don't know if people have been doing succulents or not with these, but I had in mind a succulent pot. So I wanted this short, flat, I don't know, this just looked more of a succulent pot than the other two. Where did my stamp set go? I'm going to show you. Maybe you won't think, maybe you'll be like, oh no, I like the other one. Out of all these stamps in here, I just thought this one looked most like a succulent pot. So I went with this one for this design too. Alright, so this is Night of Navy. And I'm going to stamp it right at the bottom. Ta-da! Alright, then, excuse me, going with, I'm going to use several different like shades of green, but I wanted them to be more fun greens. So I have Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to do a different one on top of there. And Just Jade is this one. Gonna stick it in the pot right next to it. I need to close it. I'll totally dunk the stamp in the wrong color. Then I have Bermuda Bay, so I'm doing this taller one next to it. So all these little stamps are in this Cactus Cuties stamp set. You just sort of don't pay attention to them because you're looking at the big cactuses. Is it cactuses or cacti? My son Tyler always has this habit of just ending something with an I, just to be a goof. He's a goof. Okay. Old Olive. Alright, and then I'm not sure that this would actually happen, but I'm making it happen in my succulent pot here. There's one more piece. It's probably supposed to be a flower, but I'm not using it like a flower. I'm using it more like a growth on oops, there's a fiber on there. A growth on one of my other cactuses here. So I think that's cute. Alright, now I went with, there's a tiny little saying in here, hello. So this is Memento. Same with the last card too, because I'm using photopolymer. Because remember, I love black stays on. It's my favorite black. It's nice and dark. But if you're using it with photopolymer stamps, you need to clean it right away. And I don't often have the moment to do that because typically I'm stamping with my customers in a class. It's going around the table and I don't get to it right away. So we use photopolymer with Memento. Okay, so I put this on a piece of Bermuda Bay. And I'm using Stampin' Up! Brought back in this mini catalog denim ribbon, which goes really well, obviously, with Night of Navy. So I'm going to tie a knot around this. Where'd my scissors go? Oh, I see them. It's ridiculous how often I lose things in the middle of my stamping. Crazy. Alright, so we're going to trim this end and trim it. Alright, then I'm going to set this aside for the moment, and I'm going to put adhesive on the back of this. So this is most of a sheet of the designer paper. Oops, it went off my silicone mat even. And I'm putting this on here. And then dimensionals on here. I lost it again. Oh no, it was there. Okay. So I'm going to go, I'm not sure how well it's going to stick on this ribbon. So I'm actually, the ribbon's a little bit wide. I like thin ribbon. I rarely use really wide ribbon. I'm just not sure how that's going to hold. So I'm over, even for my standards, I'm over dimensionalizing this. You know, I don't like it to squish down, so I'm not frugal with my dimensionals. In fact, I might be wasteful in some people's eyes, but even more so today, because I'm just not, I want the ribbon to stay in place. Alright, so put this here, and I want this a little bit down, I decided. And then I'm just going to put one more matte black dot on here, right down in this corner. And I'm done. You like my succulent pot? I think it's cute. Okay, so I'm done stamping, so I'm going to pull you back up. So I'll put you backwards again, upside down, or right side up. I don't know which. Thank you. I'm glad that you like the colors. Okay, so here's my cardigan. I love it. It makes me happy. Okay, and then I think this is the one that I just made, and then this is the counterpart. So what do you think of my bumblebee cactus? Have you ever heard of one? I just wanted to be one of them to be playful. So I'm only giving 2 of those away. One of them's mine to keep. So, oh yes, that would be lovely. Yeah, the paper can go with so much. I just love it. Okay, so celebration is going on through the 28th, as I mentioned already. So you can get freebies for your ordering. You can get an extra freebie as a hostess if you have a workshop that is at least $300. And I say workshop loosely because it could just completely be your own online order of $300 or more, and you get an extra, it's a really pretty flowery stamp set. Calming Camellia. I assume camellia is a flower, but I never looked it up. And you could do that. Only works if you don't use a host code. If you use a host code, you can't take advantage of the host reward. So like for club, you can't just place a $300 club order and you can't get it, sorry. And then of course there's always during celebration a deal for signing up to be on my team. So if you join my team, you have 2 weeks to take advantage of this special. You get to choose 2 extra stamp sets to add to your kit. So it can be any of the, no bundles, just the stamp set. It can be from either catalog, the mini or the full catalog. It can't be a celebration item. And so I figured out if you use the stamp sets with the highest value, you would save 48%, or maybe it was 47, I don't know, on the product that you get in the kit, because you get to choose $125 already, and you're only paying $99. You get to choose 2 extra stamp sets, and there's no shipping. You just pay tax. So you're saving the 10% shipping. The $125 versus the $99 is an additional 20%, and then the extra stamp sets is more. So it's crazy. I love it. So I will make sure to put a link in the comments of this this post, so that if you are interested, you can check it out. You can sign up to be on my team. You certainly can text or call or email me to ask questions if you're not sure what's going on. One thing that you do want to make sure, if you're just joining, not asking questions, you're just doing it, you do need to make sure that your $125 is that or under. You can't choose $127 and pay the difference. It has to be $125 or less. So that's different than how they deal with host rewards. You know how you can go over and pay the difference? That you can't do that for a kit. So it's an awesome value, even just for the products. Plus you get to be part of my team, come to meetings if you want to, be part of my team group and see more ideas and stuff from other demonstrators. Anyway, lots of benefits for being on my team. I love my team. So you would too, I'm guessing. So feel free to join if you are interested and just want an amazing deal. Okay, so I'm all done for today. I will see you again next week, but not the following, and I'll remind you then. So have a great day. Be safe tomorrow if you have yucky weather, and I'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.